At the end of the day, you are your thoughts, because your thoughts turns into your beliefs. Your beliefs turns into your reality. That's how the cycle works. Like, bro, I'm just getting a pump real quick, right? I got to work out in this 4th of July. 14:14. I don't know why my clock is in military time, to be honest. I didn't set it like that, but I must have bumped it or something. But I'm just thinking to myself, because I'm seeing my book here on the floor, Think and Grow Rich, right? And I'm thinking, like, I have a friend, and he asked me, he says, Josh, like, but like, how do I sell? Like, I don't know how to sell. I've never sold anything before, right? He's like starting at the business, and I'm like, bro, like, you don't need to know how to sell. The only way that you're gonna learn how to sell, this is what I do. This is why the only, like, Think and Grow Rich. That's why I pumped it in my head, because I'm not reading sales books. I'm not listening to sales YouTube videos or anything like that. Like, I'll sprinkle it in. I've never read a sales book, but I'll sprinkle in a YouTube video. You know what I'm saying? But the number one thing that I'm focused on is mindset stuff, because I feel like right now, the spot that I'm at right now, I just need to expand my mindset and remove all of my limiting beliefs. Like, I've been researching into like the way that John Jones thinks, and like all these top athletes, the way that they think, the top businessmen, you know what I mean? The mindset that they have, and how different it is to the mindset of like normal people, bro. Like, and it's hard to even like be around people. It's like I said, it's 2:00 on 4th of July. Like, people are out probably getting drunk and shit right now. I was doing work this morning. I went fishing. I came back. I did a workout right now. I'm about to take a shower, and then I'm about to do some more work on my laptop until later. I'm going to hang out with my girl. My brother's coming over, and then I'm going to hang out with my girl. It's like I'm not aligned to the same path that a lot of, you know, people are. And I'm not saying that to diss somebody, I'm like anybody. I'm just saying that because it's hard for me to find people who are on the same path as me and to associate with them at a deeper like level. You know what I mean? And it's just because at the end of the day, you are your thoughts. The things that you're programming your mind with, that's what you become. The things that you're listening to, the things that you think about, the videos you watch, the movies you watch, the TV you watch, it's all programming. If you're watching the news, stop it, bro. You cannot be watching the news. The news isn't there to give you the news. They're there to make money. And they make money by taking advantage of the part of your brain that pays attention to the negative stuff before all the positive stuff. So that's why if you look at the news, bro, it's the same shit every time. Every time you look at the news, it's the same stuff. It's just somebody else or somewhere else in the world it happens. Wars, people get shot, like buildings fall over, there's car crashes, like whatever, bro. We all know school shootings. That's the time that we're living in. But I'm gonna be honest, none of that has any type of effect on you, right? Seeing all that negative stuff is just programming that negative mindset to view those things first. You're automatically one step behind if that's the first thing that you're looking at. You know what I mean? If you can't see the positive in things, then you're never gonna be able to move up. Really, you're just gonna stay where you're at. You're gonna limit yourself by your thoughts, because once again, you are your thoughts. Like, even the music that you listen to, this is something that I've been trying to pay attention to more often. Like a lot of rap. I like rap music personally. A lot of rap music is about sex, money, drugs. You know what I mean? But it's all negative light to it. It's all whatever, and that's just bad stuff in the mind. Even I think it was Ice Cube or something like that. He was talking about it, and he said that they were paid to sing about these things, like at the labels, because they own the jails. It's like privately funded jails, so they get paid more the more people that are in jail. And by programming your mind with these different wavelengths and with these different topics that get in there, that's what you think is normal, and then you act out in a way that is aligned with that, because your thoughts become your reality. The things that you see, we don't even see things really, right? Our brain just interprets the signals that our eyes are sending to it. We don't feel anything. It's just an electric signal that goes from the tips of our nerves in our fingers to our brain. You know what I'm saying? So if you can program your brain to see things that the way that you want to see them, then your whole worldview becomes different. That's why people from different parts of the world have different mindsets, because this is what they were taught, this is what they know. Because it's like different religions. If you were taught a religion and you were growing up in this religion, right, you're gonna probably pretty pretty dedicated to this religion, right? At least for a large portion of your life, before a lot of people go and rebel against the religion because that's all they know and they don't know anything different. That's a whole different video. But your thoughts become your minds, and that's why it's so important to protect your ears and to protect your brain, to protect your eyes, because that's who you are at the end of the day. That influences who you are, especially the people that you hang around with. You know what I mean? Like, if you're hanging around with a bunch of bums that are just getting high, getting fat, playing video games, what do you think you're going to be, bro? Like, really, what do you think you're going to be doing with your time if that's all your friends do? Or even just the opposite, if you're hanging with a bunch of people that all they do is want to make money, work out, become better versions of themselves, what do you think you're going to do? You think you're going to be a fat bum with hanging around with those people? No way, bro. You're going to change your actions, because life is just habits, right? Life just comes down to a daily set of habits of where it's just an actionable steps every single day, and it's just repetition in time. And then when you're going through those hard times, it still goes back to programming your mind to know that this is just the hard times that we're going through right now. This is as bad as it can get. And from here, as long as I stick to these actions, it can only go up. It can only get better from here. And of course, there's going to be hard times, but your thoughts are your beliefs at the end of the day, and your beliefs are who you are. That's what becomes your reality. That's the way that you see things. And it comes down to checking yourself at even the smallest points of your life, because all that gets programmed into your subconscious brain. You know what I mean? If you say something negative, or somebody around you says something negative, you got to check them. You got to check yourself. Bro, I swear, if I say something negative, I'll punch myself in my leg. I don't know. It'll hurt. I don't know if that's how it works, but that's what they do with the rats and shit like that. So it probably works. I don't say very many negative things. I have a pretty positive mindset, so I guess it works. Just even being aware of the fact that you don't want to say negative things, even without the punishment of punching yourself, just being like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, it's negative, or even correcting yourself out loud, especially in front of other people. It's like, oh, I apologize, I shouldn't have been negative there, let's be positive about this. Or just not even correcting other people in a rude way. Like, sure, you can say, bro, shut the fuck up, stop being negative. Or you could be like, listen, bro, I see what you're saying, but we also got to look at this. And then show them the positive light and try and get them to understand where you're coming from. I feel like I could ramble on forever, guys. Really, I could. But at the end of the day, your thoughts are who you are. And you need to be very careful on what you're programming your brain with and what thoughts you're letting pass through your brain. You have to be very selective of the thoughts that you continue to make actionable, take action on, because that's who you are, and that's what your life comes out to. That's where you end up down the road. You know what I mean? You got to be thinking long term at the end of the day. So yeah, appreciate you guys watching. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm trying to stay locked in, like I said. I got one sale so far this week. Tuesday, I took my girl to the beach because it was her birthday. And then today's 4th of July, so I think people would really just get pissed off at me if I was trying to sell them some insurance today. But I'll be back on the grind tomorrow and Saturday. You already know I'm going to pop at least a couple more deals. Our lead latchers and our vets got set up for work as well. So we're about to be pumping, bro. I just dumped $750 into the vets, so I'm going on the $750 weekly plan. What the top guys are doing, who are making about 30,000-40,000, they're running $1,000 a week on the vets. But I wanted to have enough that I could pay for at least 2 weeks up front. So, and I didn't have enough to do $1,000 a week. But that's because I bought some other leads on the side, some of the golds and silvers, which I should have maybe not done, because then I would have been able to do 1,000. But I didn't think about it at first. Hopping on the vets was an afterthought for me. So I'm glad it worked out the way that it did. And then once I get a couple sales popping, then we're gonna obviously just keep reinvesting. I don't know if I told you guys, I made my budget for that 9K that I wrote last week. I made the budget 10% tithe to the church, to God, really. 10% money to me to pay. I have to pay my parents some money to live here, and then obviously like gas, or if I take my girl out or any stuff like that. and then 5% to just blow on whatever, just because I need to blow some money. 5%. So, and then 75% just reinvested into the business, just straight back into leads, back into software, whatever that I need to be successful in what I'm doing. Then just run it like that, because that's all I really need to do right now. I don't have too many bills, you know what I mean? I got my car insurance, the rent here, and just random shit like that. So I can really just dump all my money back in, and I'm gonna keep pumping it. So that's the veteran leads, and then our lead latchers as well. That's our Facebook lead system that we're doing. Right now the ads are going through all their targeting and shit like that, so our ad spend is only about $20 a day. But once it gets, Facebook gets running, then we're gonna up our ad spend probably about to at least like $1,000 a week, bro. Like minimum $1,000 a week on that, because me and Justin are splitting the vets. So we have it set up in a round robin system. So it goes from, Justin gets one lead, I get one, or no, two. It goes 2 and 2. And then we have the AI calling set up. I'm sorry, I got a DM on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram if you don't follow me on Instagram. That's going to be on the screen here, of course. And leave a like and everything like that. So everything is running up with the lead latchers now. We just have to wait for Facebook to do all that shit, and then we're going to be pumping into that. The AI does all it for us, books appointments, qualifies the leads, and then we just hop on the appointment and run them through the presentation and close them really at that point. So if you have enough ad spend going on, you have enough leads, you have enough nurturing going on over a long enough time period with a big enough database, then you'll have a booked schedule of qualified leads ready to buy some life insurance. And then from there, what we can do is branch out. You can add up to 10 accounts onto the lead account. You can branch out and again do the round robin system, and you know what I mean, when we start bringing guys on and start recruiting more people. Right now I haven't really been trying to recruit too much, like on social media and stuff like that. On Instagram I post my daily stories of just what I'm doing. I need to start doing some posts, like some actual posts on Instagram. I'm gonna start doing that soon here. I need to stop making excuses really. So I'm going to start making more posts. I'm going to figure out a posting schedule and then start posting more on Instagram. That way I can start building up my account for when I do start recruiting, then I'll be good to go. But right now I've just been trying to get some of my boys, bro. Some of my boys, because I'm really just trying to help them out, to be honest. Because right now I'm at an 85% comp. If I brought my boys in, they would probably be at like an 80 or even 85 with me. And like a 5% spread is nothing, bro. On a commission, if you're getting a 9-month advance and you're on an 80% comp, it probably comes out to about 60% advance. So if you read a $1,000 deal, then you get $600 advance. And $600 advance, I would get, so it would be 5% of the comp times 60%. So it was like 3% really. So then I'll get 3% of 600, whatever that fucking is. Not a lot. So I'm not really getting a big spread. My goal is right now is to really just produce a lot. That way I can increase my compensation percentage. Let me get a bev, yo. I've been yapping. That way I can increase my compensation percentage. That way, when I do start recruiting more heavily and I'm at like 110 or 120% comp and I'm bringing people in at 80, then I actually have a big spread on them. You see what I'm saying? So that way I can actually make money on them and build my agency up into something major fat. So that's the plan. That's the plan. Right now, just straight produce mode. I mean, I've been pretty locked in. I'm not gonna lie. Wake up at 5, workout, come home, shower, Bible, maybe hit a little meditation or something like that. 8 a.m. to 11, I'm on the phones. At 11, I just get some food quick. Come back to the phones until 2 o'clock, get some more food quick, and then from 2 o'clock to 8:30, I'm on the phones. I might eat dinner in between there, so I'm really on the phones all day long, just looking to sell, bro. So if I'm just selling all day long, it's inevitable as soon as I get better leads, and you know what I mean. I'm getting sales off the leads that I have now, but they're not the highest quality. So of course, once we get higher quality ones and I just keep working as hard as I am, bro, it's gonna be up. I think that's all it comes down to really. When I I was just telling my boy Justin about this the other day. When I see other people that are not working hard, it like drives me to like work harder. I'm just like, I'm gonna crush you, bro. Like, you just think you're hot shit sometimes, and I'm just gonna crush you. And I think I think I've developed a like competitive spirit over time, just being in sports and stuff like that. But I need to be really into it. You know what I mean? If I'm not in it, if I'm not fully in it, I think that's just my personality. If I'm not fully in it, then I'm not fully in it, and I don't really care. You know what I mean? But when I'm fully in something, then I'm going hard at it, and I'm gonna get it at the end of the day. That's how it works. I'm gonna get it. So, that's the plan, boys. I'm gonna let you know. Obviously, new video coming soon. I haven't really been sticking to a schedule with the YouTube. I don't know if I want to do that, because I think right now, like I said in the last video, it's just like, you know, posting updates whenever I feel like it. I'm not really looking to grow it too fat. I mean, I could grow it. But I'd rather focus my time in other areas of selling and stuff like that. Yeah. But you guys know I'm going to keep it going with the videos. I'm going to keep you guys updated. I appreciate the love. I think I'm up to like 23 subs or something right now. I know 23 subs is nothing crazy, but to me it's like, if I was like in front of a classroom in front of like 23 like random ass people, I would be like low key, you know what I mean? 23 people, that's a lot of people. Like, that's a classroom full of people. So it's like, that's a big presentation, you know? And my videos have been doing better with the views and stuff like that. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. Remember, please, bro, just work hard and make something of yourself. That's all that it is, bro. I just want to see people doing better in their lives. I want to be the best that I can be. That way I can show people how to be better, because I feel like that's what people are really looking for. You know what I mean? People don't know what to do sometimes. They know what to do, but they don't have anybody to say, look, you can do it. Like, you can do it. So I think that's really the goal, what it comes down to. But first of all, we got to be the best versions of ourselves. That way we can help other people as well, in all areas, monetarily, just in life. But that's what it comes down to. Joshua Doyle, make your name mean something. Okay? Peace.